Look who decided to come hang out with me for a little while. It's Spencer. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't give a shit about anything. Hey everybody, welcome back to my car. Today is Friday, the 27th of July, and it is 5 p.m. and Dewey's 24-hour Reverse Readathon starts in about 2 hours. I just got out of work, so right now I'm going to go to the library to drop off I Don't Know What You Know Me From by Judy Greer, because I finished the audio during work today, and then I'm going to go home, take like an hour nap before the readathon. Okay, so I just got home, and like I said, I stopped at the library on my way back here so that I could return that book, and then on a whim I just decided to wander through the like new books section, and they had Descender Volume 5, which means that I will be able to get 100% caught up on the trades that have been released for Descender, and I will be all up to date, and that's amazing. So I'm very excited, and I'm adding that to the TBR. All right, it is 7:12, and the readathon officially started 12 minutes ago. I am starting out, though, listening to an audiobook I finally settled on, As I Lay Dying by William Faulkner, which I mentioned in my campfire tag is a book I had to read in high school that I didn't really care for, and that's actually one of the Read Harder prompts this year, is an assigned book you hated or never finished. So I figured I would try listening to it when I need to be doing something other than physically reading today. So I need to make myself some dinner. I think I'm going to make some nachos because we have like a shitload of leftover taco stuff. And then I also just need to do a couple other productive things around the house. So I'm going to do that and listen to my audiobook, and I will check in with you guys in a minute. And I'm back. I got some chores done. I ate my nachos. I listened to about an hour and a half of As I Lay Dying, and it's about 6 hours long. So that's some pretty good progress so far. And now I am hanging out in my living room on my super long, super comfy couch. And I'm going to read Scott Pilgrim vs. the Universe. All right, it is about 9:45 p.m. on the 27th, and I just finished Scott Pilgrim vs. the Universe, which is Volume 5 in the Scott Pilgrim series, and I'm about to read Scott Pilgrim's Finest Hour, which is Volume 6, which is the last volume in the Scott Pilgrim series, and I can finally say that I'm done with it. I actually don't want to give too much of an opinion on Volume 5 yet, because according to Brian Lee O'Malley, who wrote it, Volumes 5 and 6 are meant to read kind of like one story. So I think that I will be able to have more complete thoughts on how I feel about Volume 5, and also, of course, about the series as a whole once I finish Volume 6. I'll get back to you when I'm done. Actually, I lied. I didn't start the book yet because I decided that it would be a good idea to start caffeinating early. So I made some coffee in my super cool heat-activated Eclipse mug. On this side, it's the sun, and I don't want to turn it because it's really full, but on the other side, it's the moon. And then as you drink the, they start to get eclipsed, so they get dark in the middle. Like the sun and moon disappear. You get what I'm saying. Whatever. It's fine. It's cool. I like it. It's also like a really large mug. It's like almost the size of my head, so it's going to be very useful throughout the course of this readathon. Okay, now I'm actually going to go read. Bye! So it is 10:55, and I just finished Scott Pilgrim's Finest Hour, which is the last volume in the Scott Pilgrim series. Ooh, excuse me. That ending was weird as fuck, which honestly isn't that surprising because the entire series is kind of weird as fuck. But I did really like them, and overall I really, really like the series, and I recommend it if you are up for some strangeness. Anyway, I haven't decided what I'm going to read next, so let's go have a look in the other room and pick something, shall we? So here we have my stacks of books, and I think maybe I want to read How to Talk to Girls at Parties next. because it is a standalone. Oh my goodness. So these are my cats. They are starving right to death. It's past the time I normally feed them, so I suppose I should do that now. Plus I gotta give this little fucker his anxiety medication, so guess I should probably do that before I start another book. Alright, just checking in. It's about 12:30 and I actually haven't read How to Talk to Girls at Parties yet because I decided to give my eyes a rest for a little while, and I was listening to As I Lay Dying, and so I'm about halfway through that now, and I'm liking it more than I liked it when I was in high school, so I guess at least there's that, but it's definitely still not among my favorites. Now I'm going to go get myself some sort of sugary beverage, and I'm gonna read How to Talk to Girls at Parties. Hello again. It is about 1:05 a.m. and I just finished How to Talk to Girls at Parties by Neil Gaiman. It was okay. That also puts me at about 3.5 books in like 5-ish hours, 5 or 6, and that's pretty awesome. I think I can get through a lot of my TBR today unless I like really, really crash hard later. Also, I'm really sorry if this is like the most boring reading vlog in history because I like legitimately don't have anything interesting going on. I'm just sitting here reading. I'm not a very exciting person. We've been over this. All right, looking at my stacks of books, I think I'm going to start Saga next and read volumes 1 and 2 of Saga. So it is 4 a.m. and I just finished Saga volumes 1 and 2 by Brian K. Vaughan. I really liked them. I gave them 4.5 stars. I'm definitely going to continue the series, so that's very exciting. I had also now at, I think, 933 pages read, and we're not even halfway through the readathon yet, which is like pretty amazing. And I think maybe, especially since I'm also at 5.5 books finished, I might take a nap. Good morning. As you can probably tell, it is now light outside. It is about 7 a.m. I took a nap for about 2 hours. I've been up for about 30 minutes. I just made some more coffee, and I was going to drink this and get started on my next book, which I decided is going to be Angel Catbird Volume 2. But actually, I think I'm going to finish this cup of coffee and run to the store because apparently I was almost out of soy milk, which is what I use as coffee creamer, and I didn't buy more when I was grocery shopping on Thursday night like an idiot, and I feel like I'm gonna need to drink more than just this cup of coffee today, so we're gonna do that and like listen to the audio. Guys, this is Catherine. She's my best buddy, and she's been hanging out with me while I've been sitting on my couch reading. I'm not sure if it's because she wants to hang out with me or because she wants to hang out with this blanket, but either way, she's been snuggly, so like I'm not too mad about it. So I'm on my way home from the store now. I got my soy milk and some popcorn topping because I'm sure I'm gonna want to eat a snack later, and popcorn's my favorite, and some energy drinks and some more coffee because I want to be able to mix it up. I got some like flavors. And now I'm waiting in line at the drive-thru at McDonald's because I decided that while I was out, I was just going to buy myself some breakfast. And this is like the longest drive-thru line ever. It's, well, okay, that's an exaggeration, but it's pretty long. So that's what I'll be doing for the next probably 20 minutes. Hey, so I've been back from the store for a little while, but I still haven't read Angel Catbird Volume 2. Because I only had like an hour or so left of As I Lay Dying in the audiobook, so I decided to listen to the rest of that, and while I was doing that, I decided that I was tired of my nail polish color, so I decided to redo my nails. They're this fancy blue color now. So while I was doing that, I finished listening to that audiobook, and I started another audiobook, which is Helter Skelter, The True Story of the Manson Murders by Vincent Bugliosi. And that's going to count toward a read harder prompt for the year as well. It is going to be my book of true crime, and I think it's time to get back into some of my comics. So I'm going to go read Angel Catbird now. Bye. So I finished Angel Catbird Volume 2, To Castle Catula. I gave it 4 stars. I liked it a lot. I like the direction that the series is going in. This was definitely an improvement on Volume 1. I still have to get Volume 3. I don't have it yet. I haven't been able to find it, so I feel like I'm going to end up having to order it online or something. Anyway, so my plan now is to power through... What the fuck is happening with my... Okay. Volumes 2 through 5 of Descender by Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen. This is Volume 2, so I'm going to start this now, but I'm probably not going to check in until I finish all of them, so I will talk to you guys then. Okay, so I just finished the next 4 volumes of Descender, so volumes 2 through 5, and I'm all caught up with the trades that are out right now, and oh my god, that is my favorite comic series. I recommend it to every single person. Like, if you like science fiction, if you don't like science fiction, if you like character-driven story, like, it's so good. The art's beautiful. It's really emotional. There's like a lot of shit going down right now, and I have to wait for my pre-order to come in for the next one, and I don't think it comes out until like September, and it's making me crazy. And I think that one's going to be like the conclusion of the whole series, and I'm like all freaking out right now. So anyway, read Descender. If you haven't read Descender, read Descender. Also, I still have like an hour and 15 minutes left for the readathon. I think it's like 5:45 right now, and it doesn't end until 7, but I don't want to start anything that's gonna I don't want to start anything that I'm really, really expecting to love, because I don't think it would be fair to that book after I'm coming off of my like high from just marathoning 4 trades of Descender. So I think I might just like have some wine and get tipsy and start reading that Mortal Instruments book, because I feel like that's gonna be like, I already know that I'm gonna be like not overwhelmed with emotion by that one, and I think it might be entertaining for me to read that with booze in hand. So I think that might be what I'm going to do for the rest of the readathon, and then maybe just like into the later part of tonight as well, because I don't know what else I'm going to do tonight. But I'll check in with you guys at 7 when the readathon ends, and I'll give you like my page number total and all that. Hey, so it is like 10:30. The readathon ended like 3.5 hours ago, and I just like didn't come back and let you guys know kind of what my grand total was for the day. So I'm about to get ready for bed, and I figured I would do that now. If you follow me on Twitter, which if you don't, you should. Links are down below. I've been obnoxiously tweeting about this all day, so you probably already know. But in total, I finished 11 books today, 10 of which were comics or graphic novels, and it came out to a grand total of 1,640 pages, and now, instead of 17 books behind on my Goodreads goal, I am down to a reasonable 6 books behind, so I accomplished my personal goal for the day, which is awesome. And I read most of what I planned to, or like most of what was in my TBR. There are just a few things that I didn't. Highlights of the day were definitely the like last 4 volumes of Descender, followed closely by volumes 1 and 2 of Saga, which I really liked a lot. So yeah, this was probably the world's most boring reading vlog. Sorry about it. But if you liked it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Find me on all my social media. I'm gonna go to sleep. I've been awake since, with the exception of my like nap last night, I've been awake since 7 a.m. on Friday, so I'm gonna go to bed. Bye.